Singapore marked its 48th birthday this year with a magnificent celebration, bringing together some 27,000 people at the floating platform in Marina Bay. And here's a recap of the best bits.
It was a sea of red at Marina Bay, and in true Singapore spirit, many came several hours early in eager anticipation of the nation's big birthday bash. The dynamic defence display returned to wow the crowd, with a showcase of Singapore's military prowess and readiness in firefighting, rescue and emergencies.
I like the Navy display the most. I have never been more proud of Singapore as I watch the technology and the improvements made to protect us and to be the metropolis that we are today.
The spirit is very high. I like it very much.
The presentation is very good. The dances.
I love Singapore because it's a very strong nation.
Singapore's favourite army recruits from the silver screen also made a timely appearance. At the parade commander's instruction, the 31 contingents marched to the floating platform with keen precision. Singaporeans warmly welcomed the arrival of members of parliament, cabinet ministers, the Prime Minister and the President. Bringing a touch of stately splendour to the ceremony was the 21-gun presidential salute as Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam made his rounds in the Guard of Honour inspection. By sundown, some 6,000 participants put up a spectacular show, a rich tapestry of colours weaving in the theme, Many Stories, One Singapore.
This year's NDP pays tribute to everyday Singaporeans, and their stories take centre stage at the show. The theme song, for example, is not sung by a local artiste for once, but 68 Singaporeans who together make the Singer Nation choir.
Making a special appearance this year were Team Singapore athletes, including the para-equestrian team who's appearing at the parade for the first time.
Who said that? It was me!
Not to be left out, the well-loved Malayan also made its way from across the bay to join in the fun.
We, the citizens of Singapore.
At 8:20 p.m, Singapore stood still for a quiet moment to recite the pledge. Then it was time to sing the national anthem. The party ended with a bang, a brilliant burst of colours in the sky.
Now, you might have noticed the Red Lions jump segment, a traditional favourite in the NDP, was missing from the parade. It was to have featured Singapore's first female Red Lion Third Warrant Officer Shirley Ng. But as our reporter Tan Chui Yi tells us, there was still plenty to keep the audience satisfied.
The energy levels here have been absolutely electric. When 27,000 people come together in the same place to cheer and celebrate, it's something special, no matter how many times this has happened before. Now this year, the crowd favourites featuring the Red Lions, Singapore Armed Forces, parachutists had to be cancelled due to cloudy weather, but spirits were not dampened, and the show kicked off with an awe-inspiring display of the people and assets on the front line of Singapore's defence. It then moved on to a spectacular variety show telling Singapore's many different stories. Tonight's show is the finale to months and months of rehearsals and planning by thousands of people, organisers, participants and performers. And the result was not lost on the spectators here at the gallery. I spoke to some of them earlier.
You feel very patriotic during the parade, yeah, and you will reaffirm your love for the country. I'm actually disappointed for the female parachute. There was supposed to be a female Red Lion, but because the weather, so she can't jump. So I'm quite sad for her.
It's more joyful. It's more lively, I feel. The spirit is there, yeah. And also maybe because it's Hari coincide there, so it's a double celebration.
Oh, I feel very proud singing the national anthem. And I see a lot of people here and make me feel so happy to be a Singaporean.
The atmosphere is different, it's electrifying, and I think this year's theme is very apt. The Many Stories, One Singapore.
The celebration goes on well after the show is over. Happy birthday, Singapore!
This year's parade lasted more than 3 hours with over 6,000 participants putting up a variety of performances. Many had been preparing for months, and we snuck behind the scenes to talk to some of them before the big show.
Celebrating the second day of Hari Raya in a unique way. That's what these participants did as they prepared to put up a DK Barat performance at the nation's birthday bash. The double celebration makes the 9th of August all the more memorable.
When celebrating Hari Raya and also National Day, it's like the first time this year. So it's like something very special, not only to us Muslims, but also to every Singaporeans in Singapore.
With my father by my side and my friends by my other side, I think in a way this is also celebrating Hari Raya with my friends and family.
Creating more memories of National Day is something that's become second nature to Mr. Hsien Loong. The 58-year-old has taken part in the National Day parade for over 30 years.
From the time I started, all my hair and my beard were all in black. Now it's getting whiter. The experience is still the same. We will feel the rush when we march.
Performing daring stunts in front of the crowd is definitely a moment to remember for these extreme sportsmen.
Well, this move known as the bunny hop is one of the basic moves of their performance, which probably takes just a few minutes to learn. But I'm told that coordinating the stunts for the nearly 4-minute segment took about 3 months to perfect.
We will be riding around on stage with lights, doing our tricks. We have to keep a safe distance with each other, or not we will crash. And we will be synchronizing with the music.
No matter what their roles were, what's clear is this year's National Day Parade has left another lasting impression on both participants and the audience.
Scores of people who did not have tickets for the parade headed down to Marina Bay area all the same to soak in the sights and sounds. And many of them came dressed to impress.
The clear afternoon was a perfect opportunity to show off these flying objects. Some came to the Marina Barrage to take advantage of the strong winds.
The kites soaring high, right, they symbolize the Singapore spirit because we always soar high.
Today is National Day, so we just felt like coming to somewhere we don't come often, and we just come and fly the kite.
Many had picnics, while others played sports or made up their own games for entertainment. While the Marina Barrage isn't near the floating platform, many still felt it was the best place to celebrate National Day.
It's nice and warm, everyone's playing around, the atmosphere is great.
This is the first time we actually are having a picnic here because all our friends, we heard they do this, so we like, why not we try it?
Just frisbee, rugby, soccer, playing in general.
Spectators were also treated to a performance by songwriter Lorraine Tan. She composed her own National Day song, Shine Singapore, in an effort to raise funds for charity.
Through my music, I can be like a gravitational force that brings people together to do something good and give back to society.
Perhaps the biggest highlight was what you see behind me, a large screen which telecast the National Day Parade live, and it included a mass sing-along of the National Day song favorites.
Of course, there was one thing all were looking forward to.
To catch the fireworks, it's a fireworks, as always.
By evening, over 1,000 people had gathered at the grassy lawn. And once the show started, all eyes were glued to the screen.